The fallout from the newly approved heartbeat law in Georgia, it is ramping up with the ACLU vowing a legal fight to stop it and district attorneys now questioning how they'll enforce it. The law bans abortions after a doctor detects a fetal heartbeat. And joining us for an in-depth look at what we can expect over the next several months, CBS 46 political analyst, university professor, Dr. Rashad Richey. Rashad, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
This law, it's getting so much pushback as we've been reporting. Is it all just a bunch of noise, or do you expect that we will see a real impact from this law?
Well, when we talk about laws like this, Sharon, we're really looking at impact on two sides. One, political impact, and two, policy impact. The policy impact is yet to be determined. That will be finalized not by a legislature, but by a judge. The other impact, the political impact, is already here. You have groups on both sides of this political debate raising records amounts of money to try to push their cause. And candidates, as well as incumbents, are already starting to run on this issue as if they are okay with being one-issue candidates surrounded by the abortion debate.
You mentioned the courts, January 1. Does the law take effect, the heartbeat law, or will the courts delay it?
The courts may delay this one because there's already a court ruling in play, and that is Roe v. Wade. That is a federal court ruling. The Supreme Court said back in the 1970s that under the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, women have the right to privacy and the right to due process. And because of that, the court said this is fundamentally an issue that women have to decide. So I do expect the ACLU especially to challenge these laws based on the current federal ruling of the courts.
The momentum in the pro-life movement, it goes beyond just Georgia. It's calculating, right? What's behind that? What's fueling it? Why now?
I think they want to test the conservative character of this new Supreme Court. That's what's behind it. You didn't have this 4 years ago. You didn't have it 8 years ago. You did not have it 12 years ago. You have it today because you have a new Supreme Court in power. That court is more decisively conservative. They want to test this, and they are likely getting their wish very soon.
And more likely, experts would argue, Rashad, that they are willing to go against precedent, throw it out if they have to, yes?
Well, go against precedent and also go against the general consensus of everybody in this country. The majority of people in all political spectrums actually disagree with many of these laws that are taking place and being passed right now in the United States.
Yeah, the polling backs that up. Rashad, thank you. We'll be watching what comes next. Thanks so much for coming in.